Here we are out in the garage awaiting warmer weather. It's for a couple of reasons, I suppose. It's January 14th, 2017. 30 degrees out today in Michigan. The sun is shining. Beautiful day, just cold. So I'm going to work on the motorcycle and start a little bit of a project and get it ready for the springtime. One of the upgrades I'm going to do here is I'm going to change that stock Harley-Davidson header that we're looking at. It's got a big catalytic converter in there. It heats up. It's just amazing how hot that thing gets. Going down the road, I can still feel the heat radiating off of that thing onto my leg. So that's going to go. I'm going to replace that with a Vance & Hines set of Power Duals. The Power Dual is a tuned header. It's got great reviews. The mufflers on there are already a set of Vance & Hines I changed out this past summer. It's a Vance & Hines Eliminator 400. It's a 4-inch open muffler, and they sound pretty cool. So that exhaust upgrade will be pretty awesome. And then the air breather there, this is the stock intake, comes with the bike, and that is going to get changed with a Harley-Davidson Screaming Eagle Heavy Breather Elite. It's a 90-degree ram air. And then to complement the intake, right? Because an engine is just, it processes air. You know, you take it in, you do something with it, you get it out. Now that we're going to open up the intake and exhaust, I'm going to add a fuel management system from Vance & Hines as well. That motorcycle right there comes with high output cams, and now we can change the fuel mixture to really suit the needs of that thing. I guess people are saying they're getting 20 horsepower out of this particular upgrade set there. I think another thing I'm going to work on here is I'm going to change the grips on this thing. These are fine, but I get a set of grips that are a little more comfortable and kind of have a little more style to them. As you notice, right there is a Throttle Boss on that grip, and I really enjoy that. I've always enjoyed that. Just really helps let you relax your grip, you know, if you're not riding around a cruise, which I still haven't gotten used to. Just never really had the opportunity before because none of my other motorcycles ever had cruise. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add more light to the rear of the bike. Down here in the bottom of the fender, there's like a little fascia light there. That is a driving light and brake light. And then right there, those two are driving lights, brake lights, and blinkers. Those lights have been upgraded through a company called Custom Dynamic. They are extremely bright. What I'm going to do also in this project is I'm going to add lights to just below the lid of the saddlebags, and they'll match the smoke lenses that these ones are. And there'll be additional driving lights, brake lights, and blinkers. So with that being said, let's look at the parts. Here is the Vance & Hines Power Duals out of the box. All the components and kit that's needed, hardened chromed. Heat shields are zip tied to their proper placement. This heat shield here has a stamp in the side, Vance & Hines. Nice logo, really cool. So then you go from that, and you move over here to the this is the Fuel Pack FP3 by Vance & Hines, and this is the fuel management system. I'll pair that to the motorcycle via its VIN number and enable a Bluetooth connection to this phone, and I can download maps. The maps will be loaded. The maps loaded are predicated on specific parts. Like I will choose Vance & Hines Power Duals. I will choose the Screaming Eagle Heavy Breather Elite, and then we'll tell the fuel pack that that's what's in it. It'll remap the ECM in the motorcycle and give it all kinds of bountiful power and torque. Well, it's supposed to wake them up a lot, make them very nice. That particular heavy breather, that's the one we're putting on there today, Screaming Eagle part. Man, that's a really nice piece of workmanship. I had it out of the box. It just looks fantastic. It's just solid, you know. It's a great thing. And here are the grips. You can see I got a Throttle Boss that I get to put on there too. Just a little nicer looking than the plastic, and supposed to have some pretty good comfort in these grips. I don't know, you know, what the heck, look nice. And then here's the new tail light upgrades too that are going to get mounted, smoked in chrome. They get mounted to the saddlebags. So I guess what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to mount that motorcycle over here in this wheel chuck. Well, that wheel chuck there, I'll put that bike up there and I'll stand it upright so it's easier to work on. And I'll spend the next couple of weeks working on this stuff, and I'll keep you updated. Maybe add video to anything that is a challenge or fun or unique, and you know, then I'll have this to refer back to in future days.